Hello, I'm Elliot Foster, part of the Business Development and Client Relations team at Emerald, and I am joined today by our banking analyst and co-manager of the Emerald Finance Banking and Innovation Fund, Steve Russell. Steve, first question. Regional banks have had quite a run over the last few weeks. Do you feel like the move is warranted?
It's been a good run. The KRX is up about 20% over the last month. I think it's warranted in that the banks have been undervalued for some time, and I think we're getting back to kind of historical valuation levels. And I think we're doing that ahead of or in anticipation of a possible rate cut in September. And I also think that, we'll start to see some additional loan growth and thus net interest income and earnings growth in the second half. So I think it's in anticipation of that as well. And then also possibly if we have a new administration come in after the election, I think there's some anticipation there could be some easing of the kind of regulatory environment, which would allow for additional mergers and acquisition opportunities in the second half of the year and into 2025.
Second question, do you think the move in financials and banks indicate that investors have less concerns about commercial real estate issues? Because that's been a big deal.
I do think that the concerns have lessened a bit. I think that the concerns are still out there, mostly about commercial real estate, large office buildings that are in central business districts. Most of the banks that we are invested in, they don't lend to that segment. They're not in the central business districts. They don't have large office buildings. Typically, the office buildings or commercial real estate that they're lending to are 2 to 4 kind of story, owner-occupied office buildings or professional buildings that are occupied by law firms or doctor offices and things of that sort. So, I think that overall there is a concern about CRE. There has been a concern about CRE, but I don't think you can blanket all CRE loans or paint them with the same brush. I think you really have to dig down into them, and I think that's proven out. We haven't seen a lot of losses in CRE within our portfolio, and I don't think we're going to. So I do think, to some degree, the concerns are still out there, but I think people are realizing that the degree of concern should be less than what we've seen or heard over the last year or so.
All right, great. Well, Steve, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We'll let you get back to work. But thank you for listening in, and look forward to our next video. To stay current on all things Emerald, please check out our website at www.teamemerald.com, where you can see other videos and other commentaries. Thank you.